The film begins in Iraq in 2007, just after President Bush declared the end of the continuing war between Iraq and the United States. Despite the fact that the war is over, U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Matthews and his spotter Sergeant Alan Isaac are sent to a pipeline construction site in a desolate part of Iraq. They are stationed in order to keep an eye on a notorious enemy who is murdering all Americans. We are then shown the two who are hidden behind the stones, attempting to locate the enemy's location. The two have already spent more than 20 hours searching for the suspected sharpshooter in the desert's sweltering sun. After several hours of patiently waiting, Matthew becomes impatient and claims that there are no Iraqi soldiers on the scene. Following that, he examines the workers' scattered bodies and finds that the place was attacked by a number of Iraqi soldiers who left after completing their job. When Isaac hears this, he tries to calm Matthews down. He then devises a theory in which all of the workers are murdered by headshots. This is the work of a professional sniper. He also warns that they might be up against Juba, a professional Iraqi shooter. But Matthews disagrees, claiming that no Iraqi sniper could murder all workers in less than 30 seconds. After a few more hours of waiting, Matthews' patience finally gives way and he decides to check the location on his own. He emerges from his hiding place, carrying his possessions. Following that, he instructs Isaac to cover him from behind and begins walking towards the building site. As Matthews reaches the location, he discovers the bodies of soldiers and employees. He takes a radio from one of the dead troops and continues on his way. Isaac, on the other hand, is having difficulty keeping an eye on him. As his scope becomes hazy, he quickly informs Matthews, but the latter blames him for failing to change it on time, despite the fact that it was malfunctioning. In response, Isaac tells him that the scope belonged to one of their deceased and treasured friends, Dean, and carries a variety of sentimental values. Later, Matthews examines the dead bodies and is startled to realize that they are all dead with perfect headshots. He becomes concerned about the prospect of a sniper nearby and notifies Isaac. Hearing this, Isaac urges he leave as soon as possible, notwithstanding Isaac's words. Matthew stands in the middle of the location, attempting to determine the likely direction of the shots. Isaac yells over the radio, urging Matthews to flee, but it's too late. Matthews is shot in the abdomen by the sniper. When Isaac notices this, he rushes to save his fellow officer, sprinting in a zigzag pattern to evade the gunshots. But before he can get Matthews to a safe location, he is shot in the leg. As a result, he abandons Matthews on the ground and manages to leap behind a wall. Meanwhile, Matthew advises Isaac to contact the base and request a backup and rescue crew. Isaac, on the other hand, finds the bullet hole on his right leg and attempts to tie a belt around it to stop the blood from gushing out. He then takes out his radio bag and attempts to contact the base, but the radio does not pick up any frequencies. Further inspection reveals that the radio has been hit by a bullet and its antenna has been destroyed, preventing them from dialing for assistance. Simultaneously, Matthews requests that Isaac locate the sniper so that he can take aim at him. Isaac attempts to stop him by informing him that if he moves, the sniper would shoot him again. Despite this, Matthews makes a futile attempt to reach for his sniper weapon and collapses midway due to agony. There is also blood loss. Isaac recognizes there is nothing they can do right now, so he decides to use the time to remove the bullet from his leg and bandage the wound. Following this, Isaac also passes out. When Isaac regains consciousness, he notices noise coming from his radio earphone. It appears that an officer from the base is attempting to contact him. This makes Isaac delighted, and he demands backup and medical supplies right away. When the officer requests him to identify his whereabouts in order to deliver the medical supplies, he becomes skeptical. The officer on the other side also advises Isaac to stand up and fire in the air in order for them to determine his true location. Isaac responds that the action is not in protocol. Following this, he ignores procedure and focuses on the man's accent, realizing that he is not an American, but a sharpshooter from the other side with access to the American base radio channels. Despite the fact that the sniper's cover has been blown, he begs Isaac to continue chatting because he wants to know more about him. When the sniper threatens to shoot Matthews again, Isaac agrees. He requests that the sniper go first, and then he begins drawing the sights map on the ground, attempting to calculate the sniper's likely location. After a brief pause, the sniper informs Isaac that he is just an ordinary Iraqi citizen attempting to preserve his nation. The shooter then asks Isaac about his family, but Isaac refuses to answer because the topic is too intimate for him. Isaac also mocks the sniper, reminding him that he is killing people who are attempting to develop his country. When he hears this, the sharpshooter simply chuckles and adds that he knows the money is not for his country, but for the United States. Later, after Isaac fails to reveal anything about himself, the sniper threatens to shoot Matthews once again. This time, though, Isaac dismisses the danger. In response, the sniper admits that he is aware of Dean's death. This astounds Isaac, who wonders how the sniper obtained this information. He tries to drink water from his bottle after a while, but it has a hole in it from the sniper's shot. The sniper is also aware of Isaac's condition, as he confesses that he shot Isaac's water bottle and the radio's antenna on purpose, as well as his knee. He explains that he did all of this to prevent Isaac from fleeing the location. The sniper then tells Isaac that he would die before tomorrow due to the severe blood loss from his knee. Isaac tries to figure out what weapon the sniper is currently using. He also refers to the sniper as a terrorist, but he simply chuckles and reminds Isaac that it is he who is in a strange nation with a pistol, killing people. After a bit of searching through his scope, Isaac discovers the sniper lurking in a pile of trash. After analyzing the severe conditions there, Isaac decides that the sniper is a professional and declares himself to be Juba. The sniper, on the other hand, denies being Juba and claims to be an ordinary Iraqi citizen. When Isaac hears this, he assumes the sniper is a U.S. Army commander who subsequently betrays them. The sniper denies the accusation once more, telling him that he only kills those who assault him first. Isaac collapses on the ground as a result of thirst and tiredness. The sniper later informs Isaac that after his death, he will remove his skin from his face and sew his tongue to his chest. Later, Isaac intends to fool the sniper by placing his helmet and jacket on a wooden pole. Unfortunately, the sniper is not duped, and Isaac loses his helmet in the process. With no other options, Isaac makes a suicidal dash towards a nearby deceased soldier to see if he has anything useful in his backpack. However, when he returns, he discovers that his scope has been destroyed and can no longer be used to locate the sniper. Meanwhile, Isaac notices a disruption in his radio transmissions and concludes that Matthews is still alive. He yells at Matthews and informs him of the sniper's location. Matthews pulls a shiny symbol from his pocket and examines the stack of rubbish. Isaac is attempting to distract the sniper. Matthew takes a hesitant step towards his weapon. Simultaneously, the sharpshooter confesses that he was a teacher in Baghdad. However, after his classmates were slaughtered in an American strike, he resolved to exact revenge. Meanwhile, the sniper questions Isaac about why he continues to carry the malfunctioning scope. When Isaac does not respond for an extended period of time, Matthews is threatened by the sniper. He is completely unaware that he is alive. The scope is then carried by Isaac in commemoration of his friend Dean. He also confesses that his error resulted in Dean. In the meantime, Matthews positions his weapon and aimlessly aims at the rubbish heap. He shoots several times, but just as he's ready to reload his gun, the sniper shoots again, striking him in the shoulder. As a result, Isaac advises Matthews to crawl towards him. Unfortunately, before Matthews can reach Isaac, he is fatally shot behind the head. When Isaac sees this, he breaks down and expresses a desire to return home. The sniper also informs Isaac that if it is truly what he desires, he will not shoot him. After a while, the sniper inquires as to why Isaac is still present, despite the fact that the conflict has already ended. After a brief pause, Isaac responds that he is present since he is the one who murdered Dean. Isaac then admits that he shot Dean by accident while attempting to shoot a sniper. He also admits to lying to everyone about Dean being murdered by an enemy sniper. He hears some noise coming from the radio transmitter as he is talking with the sniper. He crawls to the radio and attempts to call the base. Unfortunately, the radio is so badly damaged that he can only hear the talk and cannot request assistance. Suddenly, he hears the sniper use his name to request assistance from the base. It finally dawns on Isaac that the sniper has been contacting the US base and requesting extra assistance all along. He tries to interrupt the discourse, but always fails. In the following scene, Isaac awakens with a crow picking at his leg wound, and he manages to drag Matthew's sniper rifle and aim at the sniper lurking in the stack of trash. He suddenly notices helicopters approaching and reveals his location. He pushes the wall in front of him down. The shooter also attempts to locate Isaac, but due to the dust from the fallen wall, he is unable to do so. After locating the sniper, Isaac fires a shot but cannot tell whether or not it hit the target. To find out, he stands up from his position, but the sniper does not shoot back. As a result, he believes his shot was accurate, and that the sniper is either injured or killed. Soon after, helicopters arrive behind him, and troops transport him on a stretcher. Isaac tries to alert them to the hiding sniper, but is unable to speak effectively with the officers. After the helicopters have taken off, the sniper begins shooting the soldiers one by one. Before Isaac can tell soldiers about the sniper, the pilot is shot and the helicopter crashes, killing everyone on board. In the final scene, the sniper contacts the American soldiers' base and requests another rescue squad. Posing as an American soldier,